Once again, I awakened during the bizarre dream by those scratching noises. Not until I figured out where those scratch noises were coming from. Well, if I could take a guess, they're in the basement, and I have a lantern this time. Let's roll through there. My assumption is that, we kind of know that the scratching sounds are coming from the basement. So, we just need to get our way down to the basement. Open here. Yeah, we can now go into the basement because we have a lantern. As a matter of fact, that'll be pitch dark. The scratching sounds are coming from, so EI. Well, let's go down to the good old basement here. Oh, I just don't see many ladder here. Are they down here? There's a drain covering the concrete. I can't turn that with my bare hands. I know. Is there a pipe there? Oh, there is. Why would we crawl in this? Well, let's crawl. Seems like a brilliant idea if I've ever had one. Is there a system underneath our house? Okay, that made me jump. I guess we turn around. Can we go forward? I'm gonna crawl out. I think I'm finding the exit. Out! That'd be over there where we saw somebody walking, though, wouldn't it? Let's go upstairs. My heart pounding, I barely gathered the strength to leave the basement. The last drop of oil inside the lamp had been consumed. Go outside to try and investigate. I didn't want to leave the house at this time. It was already chilly enough inside. Of course. Well, out we go. Let's go upstairs. Is there a strange sound right then? Heard whatever. Let's open here. I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. Good night, everybody. It actually was supposed to be what you're supposed to do, wasn't it? I was just guessing. I can't think of anything else to do. I'll go the fuck to sleep after you see something like that. Time for October 14th, it seems. My third and final day inside Blackwood Manor began. Oh, really? This was your final day? I didn't know you were just staying for 3 days. Began with an odd feeling of expectation. We still haven't explored any of the stuff out of the house. I'm guessing that today is all going to be about exploring outside. Still awakened from the occurrences of last night, I managed to pull myself together on focusing on whatever the fuck he was just about to focus on. So apparently this is the final day of his 3-day stay. Isn't this his house? Gonna he just live here? It was incredibly cold inside the house now. Ooh, I actually think I know what to do, because when we investigated earlier, he said that he would only like this if he was cold, so my guess... That one was obvious, though. An impressive fireplace is surprisingly clean too, though it hadn't been used in a long time. Now I'm gonna try and see if I can call Jerry or anyone. Tell him that there's a fucking person inside the house. Get the fuck out of here. Jerry! Let's talk.
Who is it?
It's me.
The Ghost Hunter. Any contact with the other world yet?
Actually, I'm not sure. Jerry, I'm definitely not alone in this house.
What are you talking about?
Last night I saw something down below. It was moving. I wasn't dreaming, and I'm not making this up.
Are you sure it wasn't a mutant rat?
Definitely no rat.
I'm calling the police.
No, not just yet.
Michael, for Christ's sake, you could have a burglar inside the house.
This is no burglar, Jerry. It's much more interesting than that, and I want to figure this out by myself.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
Just promise me you won't call anyone. I can do this on my own.
Whatever. Just call me if you need any help. I'm driving there today.
Right. Bye.
He makes one of the dumbest decisions a horror character can make. Barbara, I love you. I was about to dial. I remembered that Barbara said she would take Monday off. Wow, we hardly ever need time for action. I haven't been able to check the mail, have I? She could have mailed me back the translation of that letter I was supposed to have. This is my last day. The translation of the letter would only make sense, wouldn't it? Let me check my mailbox. Really? No? Okay. I feel like this isn't my last day, or maybe it'll just be later today that I'll receive my mail. I guess it is early in the morning. Now... Alright, so I guess I should try... What doors were locked? The greenhouse was locked, there was barbed wire in the back, and this door was locked. I feel like, since, we spent all day yesterday, we've explored basically everything in our house, so it has to be outside. Okay, let me try every key I have. The ordinary, to see if any of them will open up this lock. The key didn't fit right here. Would a knife work? No, I didn't think so. An ice pick. This key. No, this key. Oh, it was that key. Okay, let's open up. A strong smell of aged oil was infecting the barn-like garage. That's one thing to word it through. Let's check around. That's a bicycle. It's spinning around. Okay. The odd device was attached to the rear wheel. Odd device. There was an old and dusty bicycle in the garage. It seemed to have some sort of device attached to it. You don't say. Alright, let's continue there. Nothing to check there. I was thinking that looked a little bit suspicious, but just wants me to look at that again. Small crate was sitting near the bicycle. You don't say. I'll move this way and make sure I can't investigate anything over here. Doesn't seem like it. Ooh, toolbox. Something to grab here. What did I just get? Wait, what's that? Just a generic screwdriver. Okay, well, actually I don't know what that's for. But I have a screwdriver, and I'll have to think more about that. Of all the various items lying on the table, only the toolbox on the far left seemed to have a few useful items. Alright. Well, that was something. Is that... Yeah, that is a crowbar. I knew it. I was like, hey, is that a crowbar? There's a sturdy crowbar. Those things always come in handy. He's not wrong, you know. One classy and old automobile. Still, I didn't want to get very close to it, as it gave off me a strange feeling that something was about to jump from me inside. Don't say that. No. Nothing up here, I guess. Can I hit it with a crowbar? That wasn't useful. Hit with a hammer. Let me go forward. Can I pick up the fire axe? No. I think getting 2 items is all I need from here. I bet I could use one of these to break that stuff outside. Or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I feel like today, since this is the last day and I haven't gone to any of the buildings outside, this has to be our outside day. Our outing, if you will. Screwdriver and crowbar. Can I just break the glass for this? I almost succeeded, but in spite of my efforts, the door wouldn't budge. Can I just smash with a crowbar? That wasn't very useful. Can I smash with a hammer? That was pointless. It's not pointless. Maybe it's not the greenhouse I need to go to yet. The thing that was cut there, though, I think you would need wire cutters to get the wire, not like a crowbar or a screwdriver or whatever it was. I'll smash it with my hammer! That's what I was thinking. That was legitimately my smart idea. I like the drum playing to this location. Actually, I never checked the room. Let me go outside. Just thought about that. The drum made me think about it. I never went and checked to see if the mask had moved at all, did I? Let's find out. The mask is still in place. I studied the mask and it silently stared back at me. Well, that just happened. So I guess the mask didn't move. That moved back into place before it became daylight. One or the other. Well, at least now I know. Back on out. Now for my ingenious idea, I'm going to see if I can open up either the greenhouse or outside. The fastest way to get to the greenhouse would certainly be this way. That bathroom still doesn't have a point, does it? I haven't found anything useful in that bathroom. Which makes me think that eventually has to have a use. Video games teach me that every room has some sort of purpose. Some rooms are actually meant to be useless, but oftentimes they'll have a point. Even if they don't have one at first. I guess I can also check the goddamn basement. I don't know, something to think about. I'll check the base. No, okay, no, I'm gonna go outside first. I don't think I can break the wire with a crowbar, but god damn it, I'm gonna try. Logically, it doesn't make much sense to me. But, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained, and all that. I need some tools to get inside the crypt. Didn't need to be oiled. That wasn't useful. Crowbar. That wasn't useful. Can. That was pointless. Alright, tried the hammer. Knife. I was supposed to cut the wire with the knife. But yeah, a different response to it, so that's, you know, a little bit curious. Ice pick. That wasn't useful. Get right out of the rag. I thought it was a good enough idea. Move back through all that. Now I'm going to check the basement. A few ideas down there. Yeah. Well, let's go on down. Can I check in here? Oh, you don't want to go inside the pipe again? That wasn't enticing in your dream last night? That wasn't really a dream, was it? You're obviously suspicious. Do I use a crowbar? Oh, I do use a crowbar! I treat the crowbar as it could be needed elsewhere. Hammer! Okay, I actually wouldn't have guessed that. There was a drain cover in the concrete. There was no need to fiddle with the valve. What the valve even do? What was that for? I don't know what that changed. Does the water now work? I guess I can check the sinks. Maybe there's something that'll come out of the drainage. It's an idea. It's the only reason I could think about needing to turn the water on. Despite the fact that my character must be goddamn thirsty. Have you eaten or drank anything for the last 3 days? I think not. I haven't seen you do it, at least. There wasn't any food here either, was there? You might just be going crazy from dehydration, for all I know. Let's mess with the sink. The water was running, but there seemed to be a problem with the pipes. Okay. Try the pipes in here. Maybe I need to go downstairs and mess with the pipes as well. So the pipes still need some fixing. That's what the screwdriver was for. Let me find out. Water's running, but a problem with the pipes, of course. What else would I have expected, honestly? Let's go back to the basement. I like the song that's playing on this third day, but I don't get enough time to listen to it very often because I have to go around the places that stop the music. Okay, so pipes. That's you things, right? There's a huge furnace covered most of the wall. I understand it was terribly menacing. I'm looking for a problem with pipes. Would you, dear people, happen to know where pipes are having problems? Because I'm looking for one. Oh, here we go. I don't know. That was just me looking at this again. Because I have problems with it 24/7. There's no one to... Yes, I know there's no reason to fiddle with that, but... Apparently the pipes are having a problem, and that's a different story. I'm gonna look at a fucking walkthrough, because... So, looked at the walkthrough, 2 things. Apparently inside the... I thought that the crowbar and the screwdriver was it, but apparently there was also a pair of pliers in the god dang car shack out there. We figured out all that on our own, it's just I was trying to get a little bit like, I have no idea what to do. Apparently the other part is that we're supposed to use the screwdriver on the mirror in the master bedroom. That's about as far as I glanced because I don't want to spoil myself too bad. Just have a little hint in the right direction. Let's see there. Let's open this and go off to do what I can do. Open up this room. The first step to catch ourselves up is to get the pliers here. Going outside, you ain't goddamn pliers. Pliers, here I come. La-di-da-da. Apparently I missed it. What drawer was it? I think it was this one over in this corner of the world. Toolbox. There it is. There you go. Pliers obtained. Pair of pliers that I had taken. You think the pliers could get rid of the wires? I think maybe it could, but first I'm gonna go do the mirror thing that I know about. No, pliers I don't think would get rid of them. We need like wire cutters or something to get rid of those wires. Or some other abstract, really obtuse way to actually get rid of wires. But I don't think we have what we need yet to get the crypt open, so yai. Let's go up. The answer of the winding staircase will lead us this way. Master bedroom, here I come. So apparently, I can in fact go over here. Now this I probably want to figure it out for the longest ass time. This is why I need to use fucking walkthroughs. You need to use the screwdriver on the mirror, because that makes sense. In fact, apparently... I am told I need to take the screwdriver and use it here. I would have never have guessed that. That's one of those things that would not pop up in my mind thinking, oh, that's what I need to do, obviously. It was the mirror I took from the main bedroom. The only problem is I have no idea what the mirror's for. So I'm like, oh. Things glance around. Well, we have a mirror. Life is at least a little bit better. A little bit more glorious. Now the repeated question, what the fuck do I need a mirror for? So, this doesn't seem right to me. But I didn't try the pliers down here. I don't think that's actually going to be anything. I don't think this is going to actually do it. Doesn't strike me as the right course of action to take. But I'll try it. It seems too easy. And if adventure games will teach people things, rarely is the answer too easy. Usually it's something convoluted. Hey, you want to cut those wires? No, you don't just cut the wires. You need something specific. You can't use the knife to cut the wires because reasons. These pliers you just picked up, but they came with a lot of other items, so it's obviously a multi-step puzzle. That's what video games have taught me. None of these tools are useful for just a single thing. They're all used in some convoluted puzzle way. So these pliers, they're not going to cut these. Those wires just fucking cut the... What the fuck? That's way too easy. I was just going on a rant about... Okay, well there you go, the crypt's open. I guess it really was just that easy. Here we go, crypt. A cold shiver ran down my spine as I entered the decaying crypt. The foul smell of rotting flesh seemed to have persisted throughout the years. It's downstairs, I'll look at that later. What's over here? Window with bars? Sure, why not? I couldn't imagine what the purpose of the grating in the floor was. Obviously nobody down there was in need of fresh air. Several candle holders were attached to the walls, but alas, there was no candles in their vicinity. Large windows in the dome above allowed some faint light into the crypt. So, candle holders. Okay. Down in the crypt we go. Huh. Twist and turn. Look at those suspicious I can never say the word. Sarcophaguses or something of the sort. The prospect of witnessing the decaying body of a baby wasn't very tempting. Even though it was in better shape than the rest, it was too dark to make out what the plaque read. I didn't have any real need to open those coffins. Maybe you do have a need. Most of the plaques were too badly eroded to make out what they read. This coffin was half opened, and I was horrified to glimpse the remains of a dead cat in it. Strange. Most of the plaques were too badly... whatever. I didn't have any real need to open up the coffin. So what am I doing in a crypt? Is there something there? Oh, it's just Jesus. Jesus in your coffin? Why am I down here? What purpose do I have down here in the crypt if I don't want to open any of the coffins? There's nothing else here. I can tell. Why am I in the crypt? If there's nothing I want to do here. Glance here. Grating. That's a thing. There's nothing on the ceiling. I'm gonna. Maybe the baby's coffin. I know it's in better state than the rest, and I get they don't want to look at a dead baby, but why am I in here? Maybe I don't. Maybe later I need a reason to open up the coffins. Maybe this is just for later. I didn't actually expect the pliers to open them, so I guess. Yay. So I don't want to read too far ahead, because I want to... But, so there's something to do in here, and I guess I did obtain wires, so the walkthrough mentioned. But apparently there is something to do with here, it's just not down here. I didn't see any way to interact with the two caskets up here, but apparently that's what I need to try and mess with. I'm going to try and figure out how I can mess with them right now. Caskets. Casket. Oh, there's a way to walk over here. Here we go. Caskets. I seriously considered what I was about to do, but my curiosity got the better of me. A corpse in advanced stages of decomposition was inside the coffin. It was disgusting. However, I could sense a feeling of terror in its dead face. The body had been resting for several years, and until my disturbance, I decided to leave it alone. Curiously enough, this coffin was completely empty. Just gonna read these names. According to the plaques, both Mr. and Mrs. Blackwood had died in the same year. But wait. You're probably the Mrs. But then does that mean the Mr. isn't here? Oh dear. The implications of that could mean a lot of things. Or it could mean nothing. But, as is, one of the bodies is missing. Probably the Mr., but maybe it's the Mrs. and some surprise twist. And now go downstairs and check out the bodies. I did it with 2 other crypts. Let's roll. Can I open up crypts now? Am I a deranged enough person thinking that opening up crypts is A-okay? Seeing one dead body inside the crypt had been enough for me. You know what? Before I think about looking at a walkthrough or anything like that, I'm gonna go try and call James. James, Mr. Blackwood is missing from his coffin. His body is gone. Jerry! Not James. Jerry. Jerry, they both start with J. James is long dead. Maybe he's alive. After leaving the crypt, I stopped to think for a few seconds. I only found one body inside, but there were 2 plaques. Something was evidently out of place here. Ignoring the fact that we knew there were supposed to be 2 people buried. I'm gonna go call Jerry. Jerry! I say, Jerry! You know, I have a lot of things to talk about. A dead person's missing from its coffin. I think they practice Satanism or something here. Maybe that's the guy wearing the mask. The phone's that way. Feel my bones, if you want to say it all like that. It's the goddamn phone. Jerry. Jerry, there's skeletons in my closet, literally.
Yes?
Hi, Jerry.
Michael, I was worried about you. Are you doing okay?
Yes, I'm fine. And I think I know the identity of my intruder.
Tell me, who is it?
James Blackwood.
The Blackwood person? Michael, are you serious? That the ghost of the murderer is roaming the house?
I'm not talking about his ghost, Jerry. I'm talking about him.
What the heck do you mean?
I mean James Blackwood himself, alive in this house.
What? How is that possible?
It makes sense. After murdering his wife and realizing what he has done, he begs for help to Christopher Milton, who fakes his death.
Milton, the previous owner? Michael, you're losing your mind. Even if he managed to hide himself, how did he survive all this time? Milton has been missing for years.
Good point, but I'm sure a desperate man like Blackwood would have found a way.
Yes, by turning into a ghost. Wait a minute. Yeah, I have it right here. James Blackwood passed away on June 1963. Would you please stop this?
Jerry, just listen to me. I know I'm right. There's only Mrs. Blackwood's body in the crypt. His is missing.
Oh God, Michael. You've really gone out of your mind. Digging into coffins, what next? Desecrating the chapel?
Whatever it takes to solve this mystery. You can only find stories like this in books.
Precisely why I'm beginning to wonder about your sanity.
You'll see.
Yeah. Or games, there you go. Well, calling James did in fact result in something, but that doesn't tell me what I need to do next. That's another thing I probably wouldn't have figured out for a long time. So, another situation I wouldn't have figured out what to do for a while, but I figured it out. Apparently I missed a rock. In my fairness, I mean, yes, rocks are very common adventure game items, but unless, of course, they stick out. I find that I often miss them, because, you know, they're rocks. There's rocks everywhere. I just need this particular rock, or else I won't be able to continue, because that's the only rock I can put in my inventory. See, look, all these rocks I'm going to be passing on my way there. There's so many rocks on the ground. Look at all these rocks I could pick up. But nope, none of them are the rock I need. No, sirree, none of these rocks are good enough for me. What I need is that specific rock in here. Because guess what? When I looked over here, how could I miss this? It was so obvious. There was a rock right here. If I get my hand over it. There it is. Ta-da! Rocks on my inventory. Who would have... I mean, how could I have missed that, right? Yeah, and apparently... This next part I probably would have figured out eventually. I need to throw the rock up here. Large window in the crypt. I need to throw the rock at the ceiling. No, we're not proven fruitless. Okay, I guess I actually need to do something else first. Walk over here. Go down the stairs. And that way. Even though it's too dark to make out the plaque reads. Most of the plaques were 2 roads. Okay, so... Oh my, it's too dark to make out what the plaques read. Oh, whatsoever shall I do? Oh, how about shattering the windows? I hurried the stone out the window, but sadly I missed and bounced off the ceiling, flying out of sight. Well, that's a disappointment. Maybe I need a bigger rock. Can I pick up another one? Rock. Rock. Where'd the rock go? Scour the floor for it. I mean, the rock would fall back down. Come on, it would. Is it in your coffin? I'll just use her skull as a way to break the window. Oh, it actually probably fell downstairs because of the grating. I don't even need to look at the walkthrough for this one. I bet it did fall downstairs. I bet I'm right. Bet I'm right. Because that would be the only reason why there'd be grain in the floor. You even question why the fuck is there grain in the floor. There's no point. Except if a rock was gonna fall down here. Rock. Well, I guess that's for lighting, but you know, that's not the story entirely. No, I don't see nothing. Several tombstones. Is it not over here? Checking the skeleton through the window is my first idea. You can definitely open up this coffin because there's a handle, but I first need to figure out what the planks plaque says, because reasons. So apparently I was right. Apparently the rock did fall through the grating, and I just missed it in a corner somewhere. Let me find it. Getcha, 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 getcha. One way or another. There's a rock here. Oh, there it is. I just have to look fucking behind me. Fucking A. Well, let's try again. There I go. Again, I hurried the stone at the window with all my strength, and this time my aim was true. The glass collapsed, throwing shards in every direction. Thankfully, none of them hit me. I could have just looked behind me, and still, though. Now I can read this. Walk through magician powers. I could have solved that by myself if I knew it was just behind me because I was being dumb. Even though it was in better shape than the rest, it was too dark to read out the plaque read. But I thought I solved it. I thought we solved the problems. Or I guess I can read other things. Do I just have to wait for a later part in time? Maybe I need to wait till a certain time today. Maybe I should have broke a different window. That one would have made it reflect immediately. Oh, jeez. Do I need more rocks? Do I need more goddamn rocks? So I am bad with these type of puzzles. I never think about these things. I didn't have to read the description. That there's light here, several candle holders are attached to the wall here, but alas, there's no candles in the vicinity. You're supposed to use the goddamn mirror I picked up earlier. I would have never figured this out on my own, I can tell you that much. There's no... Yes, there is! Ugh. I go downstairs. Just the fact that you said that there's no point means that you know that there's a point. I would somehow have to attach the mirror. Can I... Aha! I'm a magician! Even though I got a clue there. Several candle holders were attached to the walls, but last there was no candles in the vicinity. You don't say. There we go. This light will perfectly let me see what the name on the goddamn tombstone is. Is it Ben? The inscription was too eroded, but I could make out the letter R on the far left. I actually think that's a B. I'm pretty sure his name is Ben. What do I know? Prospect decaying the baby's body, but... do I use something here? They need to be oiled with a crowbar. God, I hate checking the walkthrough every few seconds just because I don't want to get too far ahead. I'm like, oh, maybe I can solve it by myself. And I fucking do I call Jerry now?